Picture a day when no one will have to travel to work. This revolutionary concept, called telecommuting, has been growing in popularity all over the business world. Hello, I am Ivan Perez. I am currently a sophomore at Cathedral High School, and I am also enrolled in the El Paso Community College, taking Speech 1321. Today, I will discuss the importance of telecommuting and the evolution of jobs as we know it. Telecommuting as we know it first began in the 1970s with the creation of technology such as computers and satellites. It has come a long way since, and now has branched out into a complex system that involves millions of people and encompasses many aspects of business. It has been shown to bring many benefits to both the employee as well as the employer, but nothing is perfect, and telecommuting is no exception to this rule. Much controversy has been generated by some of the aspects that telecommuting involves. The impact of e-working, as telecommuting has also been known, on ergonomics is at the center of these criticisms. Despite this fact, more and more companies have begun to implement telecommuting as an alternative to the typical day at the office. It has increased in popularity among both men and women, and soon there will be more people telecommuting than ever before. Of course, working from home or from an internet cafe is not the same thing as working at an office. Telecommuting has brought many new characteristics and aspects previously that did not exist at the conventional workplace. As we can see here in the image, a few of these new ideas about teleworking are distributed work, the virtual office, co-working, microjobs, telecommuting 1.0, and 2.0. The first of these, distributed work, is a program that takes advantage of communications technology to allow a worker to split his or her workload between home and the office. It involves the creation of specific telework centers that are close to a large number of workers and offer the equivalent of an office where professionals of many sectors work in one common office. This brings the benefit of cost reductions as it allows for employers to save up to $5,000 annually for each employee. In contrast to distributed work, a virtual office is the use of the internet so that a number of workers are able to manage a business without the use of any home or personal interaction. Co-working is similar to distributed work. It is defined as an informal social gathering of a group of people who are still working independently, but who share values and who are interested in the positive effects that come from working with talented people in the same space. This type of gathering can occur at a cafe or even at one of the workers' homes. A portion of telecommuters are also self-employed, and in effect simultaneously work many small jobs for multiple clients. These small jobs are known as microjobs. Telecommuting is known as any type of work through the internet. Telecommuting 2.0 seeks to eliminate the problems of 1.0 shown above, especially distractions such as these. Few people can work efficiently in the conditions depicted in this simple image, which are commonplace in most American households. Consequently, telecommuting 2.0 involves the use of a remote office center, much like in distributed work, where office spaces are leased to individual workers from different companies. This provides professional internet access, phone system, working space, and security that would otherwise not be available at home. Telecommuting has many advantages for those that use it. One of its main advantages is the reduction of environmental pollution. Telecommuters reduce their carbon footprint by their decrease in commuting, as well as bringing environmental benefits. E-working provides many economic benefits. Companies that implement these technologies save huge amounts of money in office space lease as well as maintenance. The teleworker also saves the gas money that would otherwise be needed for the commute. Telecommuting also increases employee satisfaction because of the reduced stress, greater productivity, and it allows for better employment opportunities for people that would otherwise have a very hard time finding jobs, such as mothers with small children or handicapped individuals. The following video highlights the effects of this last benefit of telecommuting.
if you're looking for some creative ideas as far as scheduling goes, telecommuting might work for you. Telecommuting is when an employee works from home 1 or more days a week. This is great for mothers who work a long distance from their jobs, as you don't have to drive the long commute. And it's also perfect for mothers who have children that work on a variety of schedules. This way you can tailor your day towards the children's schedules rather than having to drive into the office and leave early. However, telecommuting is not working from home when you have young children at home, and you have to be very careful because there is a fine line that you can cross. You need to make sure that your children are in daycare when you're supposed to be working, and that you are working the amount of hours that you're supposed to be working when you're telecommuting. Don't look at this as a way to watch your young children, because young children need to be supervised. So if you're supposed to be telecommuting and you're supposed to be working from home, you need to make sure that you have childcare.
As Ms. Kathy Murdoch explains, with proper precautions, mothers with small children can have a chance to succeed through telecommuting. At the same time, she introduces us to some of the downsides of e-work. As one would think, working so far from your boss would obviously have to have some kind of drawback. And it does. The distance between the employer and the employee sometimes does not allow for there to be an adequate work relationship between them, and also between co-workers. Also, going back to the image shown earlier, the one of the household, the conditions at home are not always adequate for serious work. Distractions at home can have the effect of reducing the efficiency of a worker. Another potential drawback is the security. It is much easier to lose a piece of information, a stray paper, working at home than at an office. One of the main criticisms faced by telecommuting is that it poses a threat to ergonomics of the workplace. A home office may or may not be ergonomically sound. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration initially disapproved of telecommuting. It now suggests that companies should do home inspections of its teleworkers. Obviously, an office like the one on the left is not acceptable. The OSHA is looking for home offices like the one on the right-hand side. At the present, the number of telecommuters keeps on growing. Estimates say that there are probably more than 100 million telecommuters around the world, almost 40 million of these being in the United States. As we can see, both men and women have responded equally to this trend, and the percentage of telecommuters is roughly divided in half between men and women. More and more companies are currently implementing telecommuting. A few of the main companies that have been using e-working are AT&T, Merrill Lynch, Hartford Financial, IBM, and Sun Microsystems. As technology grows, faster, stronger, and more accurate, more people will take advantage of the many commodities that telecommuting gives the worker. Whether telecommuting is the best way to do work or not, one thing is certain: telecommuting is the way of the future.